chicken al pastor.
February 23, 2026 Gladstone City Council meeting. Madam Clerk, please note that all council members are present. We'd invite you to stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation.
God, indivisible, with liberty and justice
For all. Thank you. Thank you, Carla and Jim. We understand this may be one of your final opportunities to do this for us. Well, we certainly appreciate you, and you will, I believe, you will hear from Chris Keller. And we'd like to invite all of you to one of our meetings in March, but she'll try to wrap that up with you. Okay? But thank you very much. We appreciate you. Next is the approval of the agenda. Is there any comments on the agenda this evening? None. It shall stand approved as published. Item 5 is approval of the February 9, 2026 closed city council meeting minutes.
Mayor
Pro
Smith,
Tem Moore.
I move for the approval of the February 9, 2026 closed city council meeting minutes.
Second.
A motion in 2 seconds. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Minutes have been approved. Item 6 is approval of the February 9, 2026 regular city council meeting minutes.
Mayor Smith,
Councilman Davis.
I move to approve the February 9, 2026 regular city council meeting minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Minutes have been approved. Item 7, communications from the audience. Members of the public are invited to speak about any topic not listed on the agenda. While speaking, please state your name and address for the record and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Is there anyone who would like to address the council this evening? Okay, seeing none. Communications from the city council. Councilman Nave.
Thank you, Mayor. Had some exciting updates at the February Parks Board meeting on the 17th. We are moving along at the Flora Park updates Just an FYI that there's some tree removal that is going on at the park that should be completed by March 30th. So just be aware if you are in the area. We also heard some updates from the AJ Barn. Items are moving away there. We're moving down punch list items. Expect to have delivery of the barn by June 1st with events to start in July. There was actually just an email that went out earlier today that notes the available dates as well as the inaugural year rates for the AJ Barn. So if you have anything planned for 2026, definitely worth taking a look at. The outdoor pool will be, signups are open on the 2nd of March. And then finally, I just wanted to recognize Buford Scott. He passed away earlier this month after serving Gladstone for 26 years in a volunteer capacity at the community center. Services are tentatively scheduled for Thursday, the 26th. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Davis.
Thanks, Mayor. The only thing I'll add is that tonight, or excuse me, this week, we will have a launch of the Freedom Fest website to give everyone an idea of exactly what's happening on that. We are opening up sponsorships and excited to be able to showcase some of our local, companies and businesses and restaurants or whatever it may be that wants to be a part of that. And we will have that as a link inside the website. So that will be coming this week.
Thank you. Councilmember Spallo.
Mayor, I don't have much other than I'd like to add just a little bit more about Buford Scott, because I had the opportunity to work. I'm trying to act like you. Had the opportunity to work with Buford for 19 years. And he gave us all he had, and was a wonderful volunteer for years, and then he became a seasonal worker for us. This gentleman coached thousands of kids through the Gladstone programs. He worked hundreds of nights as a scorekeeper in the heat, Happy Rock. Gym supervised, refereed, did anything and everything that we asked him to do. And he truly was a integral part of the development of the Gladstone Parks and Recreation Department. And he will be missed.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Moore.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to congratulate Linda and all the folks at the Community Center and with Parks and Recreation Department for their wonderful Sweetheart Dance. It was, I know that Councilmember Spallo and her wife had a chance to volunteer, and my husband and I did, and it's just a treat every year. It seems to just be an exciting event for those little girls and their dads, and we saw a number of people who were having tears because this was their last year that they were able to be there. So it's always a great event, and I know it takes lots of effort. So kudos, Jordan, to you and your team.
Thank you. Excuse me. Just to like to mention that Cameron, Councilman Nave, and I attended the Friends of the Atkins Johnson Farm Appreciation Luncheon on Saturday. It was a great turnout, and I know they all appreciate it. And we both told them that the council is very appreciative of all their efforts. And I think it went over, and they're very pleased with the way the barn is looking too, as a matter of fact. On top of that, I would just like to add that Becky Jarrett has decided to retire to the sunny state of Florida, and this will be her last council meeting. I encourage everyone to speak to her before you leave. And there's certain people who have made Gladstone, and she's one of those. And I know I appreciate everything you've helped me with over the years, including when I was a customer at the community development, wanting all kinds of crazy information. So thank you very much, and congratulations. Communications from the city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple quick things. The temporary short-term rental applications that were approved by council at the last meeting for the 2026 FIFA World Cup period. They're now available. Property owners interested in participating between May 1st and July 31st, 2026 must complete a permit application, pass an inspection, submit $150 non-refundable fee for the permit. More information's on the city website for that. The Leadership Academy begins next Wednesday, March 4th, and there is still time to register. There's 5 sessions where you'll learn all about the programs, civic programs, and the different departments and leadership with the city and how government works. They run Wednesday evenings from 6 to 8 through April 8th, and so you can visit the city's website for more information on that to apply. I want to reiterate Becky's tenure with the city, and she will surely be missed. She's the person that sat outside the office, Austin and I's office, and she was the guard of the gate, you know, and we'll really miss her. But we look forward to having City Clerk Chris Keller actually move into that position, so we're happy about that. Finally, the Assistant City Manager, Austin Greer, was able to recently attend the legislative conference in Jefferson City, and so I'm going to hand it to him to give a quick update on what we can expect.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council. I had the privilege to go down to Jeff City this last week, and as we all know, there are a whole lot of bills floating around down there. But I took note of some of the bigger ones that probably would affect us. Number one is property tax reform. That was a big conversation topic down there. Eliminating local sales tax on food, which really scares everybody. I think they estimated that to be over $1 billion to local governments throughout the whole state. So everybody's fighting it pretty hard right now across the state, but that's the one we're flagging right now. Another one is loss of local control on adopting energy building codes, and I think that's probably directed more at Kansas City, Missouri, and some of the recent legislation they've enacted. And then elimination of state income tax and the effect on local government, and I believe Councilmember Spallo brought that up a couple weeks ago. Not quite sure how that'll shake out, but it's on the top of our list. And then I know this is Mayor Smith's favorite bill floating around, but having local government pay to move utilities in the right-of-way. I know he's probably in favor of that. So that's my summary.
Thank you. Is that all? Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Item 10 is the consent agenda. Madam Clerk, will you please read and explain the consent agenda?
A consent agenda allows the City Council to consider and approve routine items of business without discussion. Any members of the City Council, the city staff, or the public may request removal of any item from the consent agenda and request that it be considered under the regular agenda if discussion or debate of the item is desired. Items not removed from the consent agenda will stand approved upon motion by any council member, second unanimous vote to approve the consent agenda as published or modified. Consent agenda. Special event permit. The Gladstone Area Chamber of Commerce, Gladstone Summertime Blues Fest, Linden Square, Friday, May 15, 2026, 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m., and Saturday, May 16, 2026, 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. Special event permit. FIFA World Cup Watch Party, primary location Happy Rock Park West, overflow at Happy Rock Park East. Saturday, June 20, 2026, 8 o'clock a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Special event permit, Independence Day celebration, primary location Happy Rock Park West, overflow at Happy Rock Park East. Saturday, July 4, 2026, 8 o'clock a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Resolution R-26-09, a resolution declaring certain city property surplus and authorizing the sale and/or disposal of such property held by the city to the highest bidder via online auction, sealed bid, and/or otherwise disposed of as approved by the city manager. Resolution R-26-10, a resolution amending or revising the 2026 General Fund, Community Center and Park Sales Tax Fund, Public Safety Sales Tax Fund, Capital Improvement Sales Tax Fund, Transportation Sales Tax Fund, Capital Equipment Replacement Fund, and Combined Waterworks and Sewer System Fund for the City of Gladstone, Missouri, and authorizing expenditures of funds. Consider monthly financial update, January year-to-date 2026.
Any member of the audience, staff, or council who would like an item removed for discussion? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion.
Mayor Smith.
Councilmember Spallo.
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion and second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
reading Bill Number 26-05, an ordinance authorizing the city to participate in the Missouri Highway Safety Program and receive grant funds under the terms outlined by the Missouri Department of Transportation for the purpose of increased enforcement of traffic laws. Councilman Davis.
I move to place the first reading on Bill Number 2605 on its first reading, excuse me.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Madam Clerk?
First reading Bill Number 26-05, an ordinance authorizing the city to participate in the Missouri Highway Safety Program and receive grant funds under the terms outlined by the Missouri Department of Transportation for the purpose of increased enforcement of traffic laws.
Mayor Smith.
Councilman Davis.
I move to accept the first reading of Bill Number 26-05, waive the rule and place the bill on its second and final reading.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Madam Clerk?
Second reading Bill Number 26-05, an ordinance authorizing the city to participate in the Missouri Highway Safety Program and receive grant funds under the terms outlined by the Missouri Department of Transportation for the purpose of increased enforcement of traffic laws.
Mayor Smith.
Councilman Davis.
I move to accept the second and final reading of Bill Number 26-05 and enact the bill as ordinance number 4.72.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Councilman Nave?
Aye.
Councilman Davis?
Aye.
Councilmember Spalo?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Moore?
Aye.
Mayor Smith?
Aye. Bill number 26-05 has been enacted as ordinance number 4.723. Item 12 is Resolution R-26-11, a resolution authorizing change order number 7 in the amount of $125,000 to the contract with Landtel Communication Services Incorporated for the FY25 Curb Gutter and Sidewalk Program, Phase 1, Project TP2505.
Mayor Smith.
Mayor Pro Tem Moore.
I move for the adoption of Resolution R-26-11.
Second?
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 26-11 has been adopted. Item 13 is a resolution R-26-12, a resolution authorizing acceptance of work under contract with Metro Asphalt Incorporated for the FY25 Mill and Overlay Program and authorizing final payment in the amount of $72,123.65 for Project TP2506.
Mr. Mayor.
Councilman Nave.
I move to accept Resolution R-26-12.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Resolution R-26-12 has been adopted. Is there any other business this evening?